Hi, everybody. I'm Susan Bermudez, the real estate gal with eXp Realty.
And Joshua Young with JCM Lending.
And welcome to the breakdown, your Arizona real estate trends and lending insights. It is 2024, so happy new year. Whoop, whoop, right? Happy hump day. Here we go. We're going to start the 2024 out with a bang. I know I did some great things at the end of the year to actually create some lots of lasting memories with my family. How about you, Josh? Anything exciting happening to you for the new year?
Yeah, yeah. We traveled back as a family to the East Coast, spent some time in the Carolinas with family and friends, and really enjoyed the time. It was really great and set me up to hit the ground running for 2024. So thanks for asking.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys all had a beautiful New Year's, but we want to dive right into it. We got a lot of things going on. So usually this type of the month is gives us the ability to kind of look back at the previous month's reports, analyze it, see where we're at, and some of the projections that we have for 2024. So getting into the real estate side of things, we're still kind of pushing forward with everything with the new builders. New build and new home sales are actually superseding the resale right now. And that's because they've actually
Wow.
done something really smart, Josh, like we've been talking about, and doing these huge mortgage rate buy downs. So, which are beautiful for new build for new buyers because
Yeah.
let's face it, lenders like you just can't beat that right now. So that is actually keeping them at a healthy level right now. So, which is great for the new builders out there. So
Good.
keep in mind of everything that kind of happened when you're looking at days on market. Don't be alarmed when you see like 77, 80 days on the market or even 90. Typically during December and the holiday months, really everything, the buyers kind of die out. So I
Right.
really don't, when I'm looking and showing some of my buyers, I really don't take into consideration 30 of those days during the holidays because
Yeah,
most people are enjoying their families, not really looking for homes unless they
for
absolutely
sure.
have to. So, but with that in mind, our since 2008, we are the lowest level that we've ever seen for contract for homes under contract, which is not
Wow.
really surprising. How about you? I mean, it's not really
It's
surprising. I
not
mean,
good
obviously,
news. Yeah, but
I know
it's
it's
not
not
super
great news,
surprising.
but we
You
also
know,
have, I mean, that has to deal with our rates too. I mean, rates are starting
sure.
to come down, but they're still high, right? So
Yeah.
we have a lower inventory. We've got the typical slowdown. So, however,
It's to
that
be
kind of news
expected.
is a little alarming. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but as we go into, right? So, as we go into, for buyers and really some information for you guys though, we have transitioned into a balanced market. Now, keep in mind that the balanced market, there's still buyers markets on the outskirts of like Pinal County and things like that. You're still
Sure.
going to get a lot of bang for your buck
Sure.
that are out there. But for the average buyer out there, everything's kind of moved into a balanced market. Now,
Hmm,
keep in
that's good.
mind when you're a buyer, though, typically at the 2024, a lot of people wait to put their homes on the market until the January. So obviously we get a flood of new inventory that's going to come on the market. But
Mm.
if for buyers, they're like, woohoo, sellers maybe not so happy, right? So it does become a little stagnant in the month of December for as far as listings go. But keep in mind, if you're a buyer, you also have eager sellers that are wanting to get their home under contract before the flood of new homes actually come on
Right.
that they have to compete with.
Right.
So, as far as seller concessions and stuff like that go, you're looking average around $10,000 for seller concessions. So,
Wow.
um, a little bit higher in some of the outskirts areas. So, which is great if you're a buyer. So you kind of want to
Yeah.
focus on those, even though it's great to see this new inventory, you might get bang for your buck for the ones that have been sitting on there because they do want to get under contract rather quickly. Now,
Mm.
when we go into the sellers, now keep in mind we are sitting into a more of a balanced market. So we want to kind of focus your attention that if you are going to be putting your home on the market this month, we really want to put a great product out there. So you want to make sure that maybe you're investing just a little bit to put your home in the best position possible.
Mm.
So also setting expectations. This is where dealing with a real estate agent, your marketing is going to come into play. Who your
Mm.
agent is, that's going to really come into play. And you know
Sure
that.
will. Sure
how
will.
that works in there. So, but you also want to have those conversations for pricing the home accordingly, and then also setting the expectations for seller concessions. So if doing these factors all kind of combine for these new homes that are coming on the market, you're going to have a better insight, and maybe not 96 days to sell your home. It could be a little bit less than that, but that is currently the average days on the market. So set yourself up
Mm.
for success. Find that amazing realtor like myself that's going to get your home up on the market and put a great product out there for everybody. But I'm super excited because, Josh, you know there's a lot of stuff that's going on in the market that's just fascinating that people get confused on. So what do you got going on for 2024, and what's your projections that you see?
Yeah, well, thanks for that. I mean, this week's kind of perfect for that, right? Like, what can we expect for the year to come? And so I just wanted to throw some of the lending insights out for this week that really focus on the year to come, 2024. What can we expect? And so there's a few things that I want to talk about. First of all, right away, interest rates have been coming down over the last few months, and I expect that to accelerate and continue throughout 2024. Now, I don't want to throw out there that there's going to be 2 or 3% interest rates. That's not a reality. But with rates still in the 6% range right now for 30-year fixed, I would kind of expect that to come down into the 5% range somewhere throughout this year. And that would certainly be beneficial for the affordability side of things, whether you're buying a home or even if you're refinancing. To be honest, there might be a lot of refinance opportunities this year. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that I've been studying a lot of the builder data, home builder data coming out over the last few months. And what's been interesting is the builder confidence has been increasing as they see rates come down, as they see buyer demand being kind of resilient despite all this craziness. That the confidence is improving. And so one thing that's interesting in the data is that there's a big focus in 2024 on single family homes. 2023, I think, in all honesty, they probably overbuilt multifamily homes, but the market from an inventory standpoint, as you discussed, Susie, is desperate for more single family homes. So that's something that we could expect this year, I think. And then inflation has been improving, and that's be my third thing. It's been improving a lot over the last year, frankly. But we still see a lot of products in our day to day that are still inflated some in their cost. And as interest rates come down more, inflation should continue to improve more as well, and that will help us all in our day to day. So that's a third thing. And then final, and this is kind of almost a plea, if not a projection, is that there are still a lot of signs that would suggest we're going to see some kind of recession in 2024. And I think most people at this point expect it to be a fairly mild recession, but a recession of any kind can impact people in a negative way. And so there are two major things you can do to set yourself up to endure a recession well. And those first two are really simple. It's one, look at your spending and try to make cuts where you can. There are a lot of things in most of our budgets we can pretty easily cut out, and now's the time to do that kind of stuff. Similarly, but is look at your debts. If you have debts right now, whether they're credit cards or lines of credit or things like that, if you have the ability to pay those down and eliminate them prior to a recession, it's going to be much better for you. Spending cuts and lowering or eliminating debts will help you navigate a recession. And so if those dreaded furloughs, price cut or job cuts or wage cuts come, you can navigate it much better. So listen, a lot of good things coming for 2024. There are certainly some things. Didn't even mention an election this November, right? There are a lot of things
Yeah,
coming for this year
exactly.
that could really upset or be tumultuous in the markets as well. So prepare well. We love bringing you guys this content. We hope both the real estate side of things and the lending side of things is informative and helpful to you. And we'll be back next week. But to that end, if you like this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing to our channels, we would appreciate that as well. We're so grateful for everything from 2023, and we look forward to serving you guys all in 2024. So have a great day, and thanks for watching.
See you guys.